Lotofaga and good evening. Welcome everyone. My name is Ruby Satele and I'm Collection Manager Pacific at Tāmaki, Paenga, Hira, Auckland Museum. And tonight I have the pleasure of being your host and I'm very excited to see so many of you join us tonight. Manuia lewa yaso le ngangana Samoa in celebration of Samoan Language Week. Auckland Museum is hosting this special talanoa session. We will hear about Measina Samoa or le Selu. It is a talanoa on selected Selu or Samoan coins held in Auckland Museum. The theme for this year's Samoan Language Week celebration is Ta Penoso Woso Molau Malanga, which in English means prepare yourself a gift for your travels. The theme is about embarking on your journey with your gift, our travels, our opportunity to share our gift with those we meet along the way, strengthening and nurturing our language, culture, and identity. I hope that what you will hear tonight will be a gift to you to take upon yourselves, process and prepare it for whatever journey you may have, to let it build and strengthen our language, culture, and identity. Okay. So please be advised that this session is currently being recorded and it will be uploaded to Auckland Museum's YouTube channel and to the Pacific Language Week's page of the Auckland Museum website, and you'll see the link below there. So this is our program, our Brukalami. We will first have a prayer and then I will share some remarks and introduce our speakers. The talanoa will proceed with our special guest, who we will meet very soon. This will be followed by questions and answers and then a prayer to end the session. Nona Ivona is a mother and active member of the Samoan Catholic community in Hornby. I now invite Nona to offer us a prayer. But Nona, can I just unmute you? I have to go and find you. Oh yeah. Thanks, Nona.
Sorry. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us today to meet and share this talanoa session with your people. Fill us with your presence. May you extend your divine wisdom to our speakers. We pray that you would give them great inspiration as they share with us their knowledge. Let your will be done through this talanoa session. Open our hearts and minds. Inspire us all so we can learn more about our culture, so that as we journey onward, we will provide our love and grace to others. We ask this for your glory and praise. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Haftaitele lava, Nona. E sua le ava, I straw le asta. The ava is dug up, but the cutting is replanted. So I chose this proverb because I felt it was very fitting for the event. You know, the ava is very special, not only to Samoan, but to people of the Pacific. So when it's dug up, it can be replanted, and it's a great analogy for what will occur tonight. We hope that whatever wealth that we hear in this session, that we will take it away and replant it, or share this and let it build and strengthen each and one of us. For many of us, we have experienced a surge in the use of technology to continue our businesses due to COVID-19. As you see here in this post, Auckland Museum closed its doors to the public temporarily on the 21st of March. It stayed there for 2 weeks, but over time it extended to about 4 to 5 weeks. I'm sorry, I think, yeah, I can't keep track of time, but this was definitely a unique moment. This is what we're doing now is the very first time we're celebrating Samoan Language Week via Zoom. Our brothers and sisters from Rotuma have paved the way for us when 2 weeks ago during Rotuman Language Week, they were the first ever Pasifika community to hold a talanoa session on Zoom. So this experience is a whole new journey. It was an abrupt one that needed fast preparation, and this speaks again to the theme to prepare yourself and your gift for the journey. So I really want to acknowledge the Ministry for Pacific Peoples because the theme is, yes, really awesome for this time. What I'll do now is I'll stop sharing. And I want to introduce our speakers. And so I will unmute our speakers so they can say hi and maybe say a little bit about themselves. Cool. Sister Vitolia Mo'a is a missionary sister from the Society of Mary. She is based in Samoa at St. Mary's, Savalalo. She worked for the National University of Samoa for the Ecumenical Center for Research, Education, and Advocacy in Fiji, and is a missionary in the United States, South America, and in Fiji. She practices contextual theology and promotes dialogue between the gospel and indigenous cultures, including her own Samoan indigenous culture. She is co-editor of Whispers and Vanities, Samoan Indigenous Knowledge and Religion, and author of the text Reflecting on Social Justice, Process for Change. So talofa, Sister Vitolia.
Yeah, malo soifua rupi, whaaftaitele mo nei avanoa, patalo whaatufo e panel. Nei afiafi.
Stay live. Steven, would you like to say a little bit about yourself at this time? Mole lava.
Afitai rupi, talofa fo'i, Seupule ia sister whaaftai fo'i lo awai mai tato polokalami rinei afiafi. Talofa atu I le paia lasi o Samoa lo au mau I atunu umamao e mesi Niusila. Talofa atu fo'i nisi o sui o mawhai o mo mai nei polokalami Samoa. O au o Steve le ua tau lea lea. Awa mai a to ina leo mani toa le mo mana iata. O au e fie tele Matatufu Samoa. Masalo ona malosi o le toto se low level o mutu ma le afi. Toto Falealupu ma to tua a sa mai tua I potasi ma vai. Ya ngale ke lo sa wai ma fonga ia songa I Matatufu Samoa. Thank you, Ruby, and greetings to all of us, including my sister, who is very kindly taking up the challenge to be with me here in Samoa to speak with you about the Selu and celebrate with you the Samoan Language Week. Special greetings to Sepule and to you, Ruby, and to all our friends and family who are able to join us in the session today. Thank you.
Hello, so not.
Galumalemana, and I'd like to introduce Seulupe Falaniko Tominiko, who's here with us. So he is the Deputy Chair of Pacific Advisory Group at Auckland Museum. Falaniko, I don't know if you wanted to share something in addition to that.
No, that's all. Yeah, well, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ruby, come on, Molia. O wapea o Seupule, Seulupe, le swaf se pa malulu aku
Yeah,
Seulupe.
fine.
Wapea o Seupule, whalongo. Yeah, right.
So Seulupe will be a facilitator, and he'll be facilitating the talanoa with Galumalemana and Sister Vitolia Mo'a. So I'll share my screen again. Right, so I will introduce the Selu, just giving a little bit of background on these two. So the Selu on the left, so these two Selu, we identify them as Selu Tuanu because they're both made of Tuanu. So the Selu on the left, the number 33710, it was brought to the museum in 1954 by J.S. Cotterell, Cotterell. So he is from Te Aroha. It's a small town in the North Island of Aotearoa. And we got here, we can see that it's lashed with, it looks like afa in it, but it might not be. We will see close-ups of it later. And beads, we can also see beads on that Selu. And a similar description also for the Selu on the right, 31058. And that was accessioned or brought to the museum in 1949. Now, when we say it was brought to the museum, it doesn't mean that was the time that it was made. It could have been made 10 years prior. Yeah, we won't know that. But definitely it came to the museum in 1949 and it was acquired through Mr. S. Coldicutt. So not much is known about these two individuals, about how they've come to have the Selu. So yeah, I'll hand it over to Falaniko and to our guest.
Whawhetai lava, Ruby whawhetai mola noa. Ia manatua ele ia matal tatu tanoanga nea fiafi. Vielo leo whatowa e whai mafonga tau moli al mātou tātai. Le presidente o le mātou trust board. Le sunga ia Auckland ati malala. Whapea fo il malu la au whainga luenga le whale mataanga au kilangi. E mātou te ofo lo whatuai, mātou whapeo atuai. Ma whapeo mai I laua fionga Sister Vitolia Mo'a. Ia whapea fo I laua fionga Galumalemana I tupu mai e po nao. I whaletuam tausi whapea fo I inga woma e masang. Niol pa ia lavalei a inga malatu tama malatu a inga. Usonga ya tumua mapule tu au mla la taua a inga taimal va au fonti. Ia sua malvai whanua fo mai tu langi sa olmesal au mua malau ngiu ngasai lua. Pa ia lavalei la au ngā motas malia whatu malawa to. Ma upi a te oi manu atele e fio mai maliu mai. Ia su mai matala a mai fa malol so I fua maua ma le langi ma. Ia manatu fo'i I au te wha malu atu fo'i I le pa ia man malu o lo o sila ma whafunga mai al nei taloanga nei afiafi. Ia mo le sila fia o alom whanau ia whapea fo'i tangata ese. Ia ole a o liwani le ngana whapea tania. E wha ua wail tatu talanoanga le so. Ia wafo ia le sila fia nei ngata. Ia talofa everyone and welcome to our talanoa this afternoon. And it's quite fitting that we start off, or we have this talanoanga during le vaiaso ngana Samoa. And as Ruby alluded to earlier, it's a fitting theme, te pena so woso molau malanga. And tonight we are honored and privileged to have two experts of Samoan culture actually provide us with a very special also or a gift in the understanding of the Measina that we have here, the Selu Tuanu, mal Selu La'au. And for that we thank you, Sister Vitolia Galumalemana. And I guess for the first question I'd like to pose to you both, in general sense, when we talk about Selu, we talk about comb, we think of an ordinary ornament or an ordinary object that we use to comb our hair. However, these particular Selu, the Selu Tuaniu and the Selu La'au, aren't ordinary artifacts or aren't ordinary ornaments. So my first question I'm going to pose out to other viewers, what is the cultural significance of the Selu in our Samoan culture?
Let me just respond first in English while we're trying to get Sister back online. I think she's dropped out and they're just trying to work out where there might have been an issue. Anyhow, with the Selu, you're quite right, Seulupe. These are not ordinary combs where you just brush your hair with. These are decorative adornments. And an older name that is often made reference to is Selu Tuinga. Selu Tuinga then draws on the idea of the tuinga. The tuinga is part of the headdress that goes on to special people designated to carry out certain functions and rituals. The tuinga. The Selu Tuinga then is a derivation of this idea, but it points to the decorative aspect of the adornment of the head of the individual wearing it. So there is a school of thought that suggests that the Selu Tuinga and the Selu La'au, the Selu Tuaniu, they were worn by a certain class of society, and that could apply in the case of the wooden combs, but we're discussing now the midrib of the coconut leaf. And to me, it seems to me that this could have been an older product, cultural product, that precedes the wooden combs, because the Tuaniu is readily available, it's the right size, there's a machining involved, and it can be lashed by a very clever lashing to create the Selu itself. So that suggests to me that this could be a pre-contact period adornment, and it may have been a lot simpler than what we're seeing now on the screen. And what we're seeing now on the screen also suggests post-contact, because the red and the blue, as I understand it, might be wool. And we of course didn't have sheep or wool in Samoa. And then the lashing beneath, it may in fact be a synthetic material. The reason why I say this is because I myself have tried to create the Selu with the Tuaniu. And as you can see, it's very flexible. And when it flexes so easily, it means it won't keep its shape very easily. And that means that whatever is used to lash it has to be stiff enough to create the comb that will remain in the position you want it to remain without folding or curling or doing anything that will remove its characteristic as a comb. But whenever I see these combs in museums, they always have the same flat appearance as if they are fixed in that position. Po le afa, po le arku ai ngā afa kua iki, afa ngare afa, e vai vai ale afa, e whainga, e whaingo whienga ngā ngāu whapea i al Selu. Ai le mauranga kākia mo mia te a whai le Selu, e kākia mawhalo whola le Selu la ko i whaingo whienga wha o ngā. Ia, ngā usi ngā manatu, mo tu ngā afa e watu I mo tātou talanoa ngā mea whiawhi a matai, I a matai I Selu Tuaniu.
Yeah, whawhetai lava Galumalemana. I'm just wondering, have we got Sister Vitolia back online?
I may have to either bring her over here or go over to set her up again to see what may have happened. So if you could maybe shut me down for a moment, have a little tamanoa among yourselves, and I'll go and check her. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, look, this is the wonders of online technology, and sometimes we get the unexpected. But before we get back to Sister Vitolia and Galumalemana, Galumalemana talked about the Selu and he said there's the Selu Tuaniu and the Selu La'au, but he also mentioned the Selu Tuinga. And I understand that we have, and I'm sorry to put you on the spot there, Cornelia, we have an expert in the Tuinga. So I'm just wondering if you can share with us your knowledge about the Selu with respect to the tuinga until we get Galumalemana and Sister back online. I've
unmuted you, Tony.
Oh. Look, frankly, what I know about Selu, you could write on the back of a matchbox with a carpenter's pencil. It's not one of my areas of expertise.
Okay.
I've been working with the Museum of Samoa on a number of objects they hold, and they do have some pretty good Selu there, but To'ima'a is my current area of interest with the museum, and we'll be posting some photos from their collection over the next few days. But I'm afraid I must confess pretty large area of ignorance on Selu, I'm afraid.
We're in the same boat there, Tony. That's okay. Ngalu, are you back with us?
I think so. Have I got volume? The
Yeah.
sister is back with us too.
Okay. So look, I'm gonna pose the same question that I posed before Sister went offline, and that is, what is the cultural significance of our Selu? So if Sister can respond to that, that would be wonderful, please.
Malo whaafitai.
Hi, Sister.
Ola o Samoa atu.
Yeah, male.
O te mate o tātou umalawa le paia ma le mamalu le tātou te iai le nei fiafi. Mate o tātou umalawa o a onga whaataitai e winga le mata upule o le Selu.
Yeah.
O le nei o lo ulangona ma le whaanganga whaafitai. O tātou mea nei Samoa le fo tātou e la langa mai. Matea e to tele tupulanga la rovawa le a Samoa. Ele iwa ai lava sei tama'ita'i Samoa o whaile Selu lea. Po toe la ai fo i tama'ita'i Samoa i nei ona po. Le Selu nei. O lo wanganga whaafitai. O lea watu au mai Selu. O le a tātou bua sa ili ma wa ili whaatasi. O feo o te whao Samoa ma whafolo iai nisi e fsosoani mai le ngaluenga nei. Au te whaafitai wanga tele Galumalemana. Wa o lea wa iai le mea tātou te sao whaatasi iai o le Selu. Pauli nei o se au whaamtalanga i le Selu tau mana tunatu iai i taimi o tupua. O le fonga o tama'ita'i Samoa. O le laulu. O le a o la ititi mamaya. O le mea lava teine Samoa ma tama'ita'i Samoa pe a poto. Ele umi lava e vaia. Tu lou le afiafi. O talai loulu. O se mea, pei o se mea e whaatesteine i ai. O se mea matango fie le tama'ita'i Samoa lona laulu. O leala o te loai, sa ova ai, tele iwa ai tele le Selu le nei. Ano ova ai ilo mātutua. Ai ona ua mō watu le whaingo le Selu. Au mai Selu mai fafo Selu unga papalangi. O la ova ai ia ilo mātutua matangata mātua na. E whai lava le Selu lea, le Selu unga. E whai ele whaapatu, e whaatu le tūle o le ulu. E whai ma le sei, ma le mele, e talanoa mai la i ate au. E ui wa mō watu le Selu lea, a o le anga i whanua at whaatama'ita'i a Samoa, o le teu olonga whonga i le Selu. O lo tau mana tunatu i mea ia. Ia o le isi mea, o lo tau mawhawhau. Iai ona o lea ua, o tangi a lisia mātou nei Tiapapata. O iai lava tala o lo whai pea e o lava teimi nei o lo whai a Samoa. Tala mai le vavau ma tala o nei. E winga tama'ita'i o tatu tapu a whanua. Ia pe a whai wa aia o lātou tino o o lunga o le sami. A wo mai tangata whangongota. Ma te au whaalonga fo iai nisi o tau i whaamatalanga nei. I o mai ni whangotanga. Ia a o lo no whatu tama'ita'i o tala nei. O lo o Selu longa whonga. O le winga ta mai a te au. O le selu tua niu po alawai to ai ngā selu. O se mea tama'ita'i Samoa le teu o longa fonga. O longa winga ta amata o selu o se mea ua lewa na iai tutono o tātou wanganu. O se mea sina Samoa. Ta whaapewhea o na whai. A le tau te ilo le whaunga o tātou whale ma tātou me whapenga. Le lana o sia utala atu whaapea. Na o na lafo atu tātou sa ilinga o le selu. Ma le tāua. A o le selu lava ia le na o le selu. Se vangana o tu umai le tama'ita'i Samoa le selu. O na whailea on tātou toe atu. I le loto nisi a tātou whaasoa. E winga le selu. O le mea le tama'i.
Just for those non-Samoan guests that we have and those who didn't quite find the language. So basically what Sister is saying that with respects to these current selu that we have, we hardly see them now. And that it's great that we're having this talanoa now because as a young girl, she saw a lot of women back in the old days wear them, but then over the years, they've been replaced with plastic selu, but the selu belongs to the Samoan woman, and that is and that helps to accentuate her beauty in the hair. So that was basically Sister's explanation. So my next question, Sister, the selu, is it something that is indigenous to us Samoa, or is it something that was introduced to us? Because I know that a lot of other islands like the Tongans have the selu, they call it the helu in Fiji. So are you able to shed some light on that?
Sister, Matatufu ia oe, Sister.
E moni le whitalenga Seulupe. A pe a tātou mawhauwhau atu iei le soifuanga o le Pasifika i ona pō tātou tua a. Sa whi malanga. Na o Samoa le iei le mele. E mwhai on tātou whapea o le mea le Pasifika. O le mea la au Polynesia. Ai pawal mele o te wamai atu iei. O mamanu. O mamanu lava ia le peontanga I mai le selu. O mamanu Samoa. Tanga I fo le selu a fiti. Ese fo ile. O tanga te role le atu fiti e mwhai au na vai le selu whapea. O le mele a fiti. Whapea fo I tonga. Ia, po ai na amata selu o tātou ngā luenga le whai whatasi o le research. Whea na amata mai ai, na amata tu Samoa, na amata mai whea, na mai sesi mea. Amolo tātou lava talanoa I selu ngei ua. So tanga I mai ai ma tātou vava ai atu iai. Le mātalanga ngā mga Galumalemana. E ata mai le mamanu Samoa. O le la iei le talitonunga. Ta tia ia origins po whesa wai. O selu ia. Lai o selu lava. O lo ata ngia mai ai mea sina. Mana mamanu. Ma mea Samoa. Yo stali pupu atu lea.
Yeah, whawhitai lava, Sister. Galumalemana, Sister spoke about the uniqueness of the Samoan selu is that it has its Samoan patterns. And there's someone that actually makes selu. Are you able to share with us what are the significant meanings of these patterns or mamangu we find on the selu, both traditionally and the contemporary selu that are made now?
I love mo le avanua the sili. Not sure if you can see, but I only make wooden combs. Selu na au pe le selu lea. Me se selu lea. Se uma manu selu. Okay, no for you. O le tele o mamanu le mo I le selu. E mo fo I le siapu. Nisi fo ia mamanu e maua i le pea lea po le ia sona imiti o e mau e kai kukusa fōringa o le tele o mamanu le whawai'ani, whawai-tuli o le Measina po le aka Measina i kua inga mamanu ia o te iloa le mau en Selu e mau fo i inisio me tau lima whaongai sa me waka mua na osia. So I think that Sister is very quite right when she talks about how patterns can help identify that these combs and their designs, they have such strong design elements that can be reflected as something from Samoa, as a unique appearance, a unique graphical element. And you can see a different style coming out of Fiji and a different style again coming from Tonga. So when it comes to the patterns that are used in some of these cultural products, there is certainly a uniqueness to the Samoan versions of these combs compared to the other Polynesian and some Melanesian countries. But the comb is something that is quite universal. And if you look at some of the patterns on the wooden combs, to me, they remind me of things that are even European or Asian. So the influence of the Chinese who were here at the turn of the century, of the 19th century, beginning of the 19th century, the influence of the Germans and other Europeans, this could have influenced what designs eventually appeared on some of our combs, especially the wooden combs. So you can see that there's quite a mixture of elements, design elements that can have different origins.
Yeah, whawhetai ngā mana. Sister, sa o whai tau le tusi lea al sia mangi o Kramer. I te tonu tusi, whai mai, o le selu Samoa, sa masangi o ngā whai ngō le selu Tonga, o na yail manatu, o le selu e sau mai Tonga, o pe le wingala o lo fesili mua, o la so manatu le nā, manatu tu ina mai le sia mangi o Kramer whamulmole. I just asked Sister that one of the well-known books on Samoan material culture is written by Kramer. And in Kramer's book, he writes that the comb was often called the Tongan comb in Samoa, referring to its origins from Tonga. So I've posed that question to Sister. Malwhalawa.
Malo whawhetai. O lea o te atale mo awa. O lea fo I mea lo I le tātou vai tau nei. Le tātou mea sina le tātou I Samoa. O le ale mea lea le tau te le tātou. Whamea o le I Tonga.
I Tonga.
Whamea o le I Tonga. Ai le o se I Tonga. O na sa wha o ngā te leo lātou le whapea iai. O le mea sina ia, o le mea sina tātou. Ia pēo no whai atu. Seulupe nei. O lea tātou nei nei mau fo I se tala le o ato atoa tātou sa I linga ma tātou research. Pēo no whai atuang le la. Whea e tupunga mai le mele. O lo tau mate tātou. E tupunga mai Tonga. E whenga sa wai se mea mai Asia. E mai le au mākesa. Na mao ma ngalo whatu sa I su atu le au mākesa. Pe ia inia Selu. Ono le mele se sa ili whea e sa wai le Selu. Ia, ole question mark telele. E lai se o tātou e mauluma iai. Pe a whai o lea wa I taimi o taunu o mai o palangi lau wha mai ole Selu. Paule me leo te whatfoi. Tātou mata I ata o wali I tama'ita'i palangi taunu o mai I Samoa I nā vai tau. Sea uwa ais tama'ita'i palangi se Selu. Selu whapea. E mawhai ai on tātou talanoa ma le mautinoa. Na afia mea lea ma o mea lea na mai whafu. O lea fwoi tātou te whapea. Wa ese le whaingo Selu te mul palangi. E mo ona oni tools ma whai ona whai ei le mele. But ele ma whai ona tātou whaatali tonuunga I le mau. I le whao ngai ngō tools a papalangi. A mea ele I ei Selu tua niu mua mua. ai me le iai le selu tuaniu lea na au mai mua le sa whaonga e tatou.
She's frozen.
Aleisa se le mawhai a te ona whina watu ia kwei mai lea mea, ona o lātou sa soifua sa o mai lea tai. Au lava la umau, po whea lava e whea sa waile selu. O mea iau tātou wa ia i pei lava o mea Samoa, we adapt. Whai mai. Nua mai saina ma lātou sa pasui tu lau le fiafi. O Samoa kuka mai le umu. Au mai, o lana tau mafa. E whaapea Samoa, o le winga leo le Samoa, o se mea o lo tātou. O tātou toto mo tātou tangata, tātou te mita iai. E maua se mea o sa le fau. E fau a, o lana mea. E lau tātou wa ai atu e le selu. Po whena sa wai, pena sa utonga, pena sa wai. E le mawhaistongan whina mai, o selu ia tanga i atu iai. O mea atonga, o mamanu o Samoa.
Moni lau. Whawhitai, sister. At this stage, Ruby, look, I probably would like to open up the floor in true talanoa fashion to anyone who has any questions or any comments to sister or to Ngalu. And if you want, you can just please raise your hand, and then Ruby can unmute your you to ask a question, to make a statement. Yeah, Ruby. Yeah, so no lo fionga.
Mahalo sei fu lau whangai na le ngana Samoa ona le tatu te iai le vai aso le ngan Samoa sa talo whātu e lau sunga le taitai ma se fole malu i tupu ma tamali i o lo tatu whaasoa. O te o le vai ngata ua ua e sista i lamtanga i le selu. Ona iti whamatalanga mwhaina o ina ai e te le so ta ingo le selu tatu ngu Samoa. E maari le fongo sista le sauanga o le selu o le me patino te mai te Samoa ono o na fonga. O le fonga te mai te Samoa. Ai manatua i le taimi o mawai e whaia moenga ta maali i te mai te Samoa. E pe o le vaenga te lelea a te mai te i o whanau atu la fale o le teu o le fonga o le te mai te i le alo o le te mai o le awhawhini o le te maali. I whaataitali ai nia moenga i awhi lo lato numa lato ainga. O le winga tā ua te lele saunanga sista ni le fiafi. E te lele sao o le selu i le anga nuu Samoa, so ta inga tato anga nuu. Ona o le vaenga le te Samoa e teu mwhaalali lei. Le ielu whamtara Samoa le sina mo e longo o ta penanga ta mai ta ipo te ine le pai. Mo wai whami melo whanau te ine atula fale. I alo tama'ita'i o tamari. So le tāua te lele o le seiru paul mea tāua le sa o saunanga la sister. I le o mauti nua po whiana amata mai ai a lea ngā leo le fiafi nei mai whaasoa pena o mailo tau whina ngalo ma whaasoa ma fo inisi o tamari iwa lawa latu silfia. E su whea i o fo le maua krima le whai whina o whaapea atu e sa o krima pe se. O nei leo i ingi evidence e whainkapo whaapea i sa ai manatua o aso la sa whiu sua inga phone o motu. Sa fino fo itonga ya Samoa no fo fiti Samoa masalo o le mena na mafo ina fe ve i oloa ai pensila fia to titi lava tu sa ta tu ma ta to nu i motor pacifica ai ya te au ia e le fe sa o so na sister ile o motino po o aina le afuanga le selu ai pa o le motino o le selu e ina titi fa matalanga mo ai te lele sa o se va engo le ta tu ia mata to nu se vai venga ne fia fi mal fa lalo.
Yeah, whawhitai le whaasoa I lawa fionga. Does anyone have any other comments or questions that they'd like to make? You can raise your hand. And also, look, don't be afraid. If it's in English, it's in English. If it's in Samoan, it's in Samoan. Okay, so don't be afraid. Yeah, fionga lau. So, si maila au. Fionga el. Can you unmute it, Ruby? Eli. Saunoa. Noa.
I have a belief that Selu can be originated from anywhere. So what I believe is that Selu originated from Samoa in our own way, because we are all human beings. As human beings, we know that our hairs grow. So if our hairs grow, we have to use our common sense. The hair needs to be tightened, needs to be straightened, and do something about it so that it can grow properly. So to me, I believe that combs were created by human beings everywhere around the world, no matter how they look like. Maybe, and that's why I believe that we also came up with the idea of using coconut strand because that's what's available in our land. So we use those things, the materials that we have in our own country, to create things that can help us in our way of living. Secondly, I believe Selu was one of those things called oa. O oa e whai e le au whai oa. E pe o loa i a le whai if su ia inga o loa pe au I kai mi o fsile fa inga fa ale kungu pe malanga mai se when people move around, they go with these things. Then they were accepted in a village, and the village will provide food for them, and for them they have to give oloa. So this was what Selu was one of the oloa, of the oas that they will exchange with the hosts. So that's what. So I believe Selu was created in Samoa by our own people, and I also believe that Selu was also composed in other parts of the world, because everywhere in the world we have people that have hairs to grow, so they have to use their brains how to do something about it. So to us Samoans, we've used what is available in our country, what's available in our society, in our land and the environment we live. So lo ura ka ko unga yai e mo ila va la fo yai Selu ise ku a le fo isa yai Selu sa bo ai inga wo introduce when the overseas codes were introduced in Samoa. We see that they are simple, that they are better than ours in a way. Then we tend to forget what we came from, and we accept those introduced items. O ka kuka ria ai ia Selu a vaku ia kungu I fafu. O ngai ma ngai e maroko e umi aku. Ngai ro ka kuku agi e alu ngau, e alu kui ai se uti baange le fafu mai. Ia o ka kuku fia ro e fa nga ia Selu ye o introduce aku I se ku po asia po e Europa po fela. Pa de pe fa pe nga ro la ngai ai. I haven't studied more on the word speech compass. The people, the first group of Europeans who came to our land after the Sealers and Whalers, and I haven't studied if there's a connection with speech compass and the codes that we have now, because Selu is codes. And we also know that Selu, we have proverbial expressions that we use Selu to say like Otele Selu what, so it means the Selu was part of our community, was part of our culture. It was there in our country. So whether other people say it was Selu Tonga or Selu whatever, but I strongly believe that we Samoans, we had our own kind of Selu. Now we come up with different inventions like Selu Tuaniu or Selu Tuinga or other sort of things. Those are things that derived after the first Selu Tuaniu that was created by somebody, and then somebody come up with another idea and add to it and evolved and come up with what we have now. That's what I.
Yeah. I'd just like to reiterate a point that was made, and that one of the theories is that these Selu were often maybe used as gifts, And it really fits into the theme of our Samoan Language Week, you know, tapena, so woso, mole malanga. And so the combs can, in a sense, represent gifts that have been, may have been given to other places in the Pacific, hence why they have ended up in the Pacific. I'd like to now sort of turn our attention to another selu that was, and I'm sort of going off script a bit, which is what talanoa is about. Is le selu lea, le selu tuinga, le selu tuinga, and I sort of alluded to it earlier. And I think we're also privileged to have Lea Fionga ia Tuiwhasina here, Corina, all the way from Tutuila. And I'm just wondering if you'd like to share some words from Lea Fionga Tuiwhasina, try to put you on the spot, as to the significance of the selu in terms of the lauwao or the tuinga in the Samoan culture. Whamalmole, male, whalalava.
Mute. Ruby? Talo falava.
Malo.
Talo soifua lagi mama ia. Pamali atu le fa ongale ngana fa mufia langa o filongia mai tato pasenga le nei fi.
Lia lava, malia lava.
I'm just gonna touch really like Tina Vitolina was saying about the selu. To be honest, I have no depth knowledge on the selu as far as the tuinga, because I actually do make tuingas. But with the selu tuinga, if I think about it being named selu tuinga, I automatically would think it's a olesilea vaenga lato anganu fa Samoa. Instead of the tuinga, we use the selu. Now, I've seen a lot of old pictures from Kramer's book, like olo Safotu li'i ma tama'ita'i Samoa le selula lea talanoa. O le selu, to me, honestly, I think o le selu tuinga, ele ma se senga ma le tuinga. E a whapea lo sau whai mai se li'i tau o le nuu a lo o la eina le selu tuinga. So selu tuinga, it's actually equivalent to the tuinga le whapau to the traditional 4-piece tuinga le na amata mai Samoa ya so na mua. Le tuinga la le e whapau, le tuinga le 4-piece le pe tuinga ia wa e mai newa I taimi whaino fia le ta o tuinga pulo. Ole, I second the opinion mane manatu Sister Vitolia. Ia tātou Samoa, koto se mea matu Samoa, e vaveana nofol Samoa matu e liu. So we pretty much can Samoanize anything and everything that we laid our hands on our eyes and touch it. E ngofol fasa ale se mea fa Samoa, patino ya Samoa, e umaifo wa fa Samoa le Samoa. So just to touch base on the selu le o te mata tuai lungo le tato le Auckland Museum. O le ele tau sanga na sawele li le te le lopeto te silafia ia le li New Zealand na au maia ia not the real tuinga pa o koe whainga ia fōlingo o selu, the selu le nga mai nga ia le museum mai Jamani. So there were actually 12 selus, and we had the privilege of wearing them. It was imitation o selu o lo itotonu le museum I Jamani. So le tausanga la le lua afe se fulu po le lua se sutasi. Na pueina ia le lea ia selu na pa manue ina tapu mana ia tos fulu lua te neti na teu le selu ia lo itotonu le museum ma Jamani. So I haven't actually gotten any pictures of selu ia le kukongo o le museum Jamani. O selu na avatu e tangata Jamani na inei Samoa. I will to the museum. I will to fight little Mike Tuffrey. I don't know if you're familiar with Michael Tuffrey in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So na ina la le ele whaile leo le pese. I see siva aite ne te to se fulu lua tapo malaya. Wearing those selus o lo tonu nei le museum I Siamani. So it was a privilege for us to actually ele o ni mea mo'i ara mo atau selu ia matoi whawhau le leia le tama'aloa ia fōlinga pea o selu lo tonu museum. Of course ele whainga a mainga ngai Samoa selu ia I whawhau museum. Awa toi whaia na ia fōlinga tutusa o mo selu ia. Na mato, I dress up the girls in a traditional wear. Whai malato selus fululua ese uma. And it was something for us. Well, you know, maniti fuata tino ba tava atu pe alo tava atu mea mo I selu ma o ile tonu museum. So le tau sangala na sisi vai tene tia tapu mana ia I ole manu mea hotel ia Apia Samoa. Ai tala le fo ila le fa ili leo Samoa le pese le matani e uani malu but ole tamalo mai chak ilanga ia la faso. Very sad to say, just recently was demolished le falele Apia le one of the historical buildings in Samoa. O luma o tumo fale nai I aso nai o Siamani. Pe o nanga amai tangata Samoa ia lako artwork ato sisira nei fale fai Siamani. So most of the original combs laying in the museum, mo meo designs a kangaka Siamani aso fau Siamani fale lala ele fale nai leo. Ile fainga la leo le siva lea nga background ile fale lea o na ole lato tatonuma. O le building, architectural building a Siamani aso nga. O le fo ia lunga ato sisila fo I Selu ia. O le ia artwork a Siamani lunga o Selu ia o ia nei tonu le museum a Siamani. So I've got to get the pictures of our girls from Michael Tafri lenga o dress like tenitis fulua. I said fululua le Selu titilo tu nei lo o tonu to museum. Ilato wata tununga na abatu e tangata Siamani nei Samoa wa kupungi na le museum of Siamani. So a lot of it has to do with the German influence of Siamani Samoa. Ia Matatufu arts, the way we do our siapos, our mamanus, all of those are all mixture in those. It's the atitilo leifo ia Selu na tito. E ia lava le influence of Siamani to tonole o Selu nei. Paunado so fasoa ai ile tene. Ole tene foi ole tau po me faina na whainga wea inga le Selu po le li tāua wa e fo ia tau tato titilo e la fo e sa whae me le matai tāua po le li o lo o la e ina ia Selu nei whawhitai mo le avanoa.
Yeah, whawhitai fo I mo le whaasoa lo whionga tui whaasina. Thank you very much. I'll bring back the conversation now to Galumalemana and Sister. And I guess this is a question to you, Galumalemana, and I'm going to now move to the Selula'au. So at what point do you think did Samoa sort of turn to creating the Selula'au? And what were the materials or the early materials that early Samoans used to create the early examples of our Selula'au? I think your mic. Ruby, can you turn on Ngalu's mic, please?
Yeah.
Whātai lava mo le sili o le lo wata li tununga I Matatufu lea o le mai teimina a matana tāi Selula'au. Mo o mai pālangi, mo o mai tangata mai whafo malatu masingi. Ma me whangaruenga ua mea a wā o le Selula'au. Pei ona e sila mai I le tele o mamanu ese la iti fo whangatau na tipi se ko I maa. Ai longa ngā whaonga se ko I maa. Ai ngā whaonga ia masingi mai Peritania, ma siamangi. Ia. kai ia le la au fai le selu. So la wata le tununga o a mata na ngau sia le selu la au. A wai ia masingi ma me whenga luenga au a mea. E tipi ai ia la au. I strongly feel that there has to be a post-contact derivation of the selu. So before we may have done the Kuan Yu, Selu Kuan Yu, but when metal tools started to come into the country, people had things like a fret saw, a pedal saw, foot powered, not something that requires power, but you can drive the pulleys that drive the blades that cut these kinds of cones. So I think this is all post-European, the Selu, looking at even maybe the 1880s, 1860s, when Europeans, where the sailors came in, the whalers came in, they brought some tools with them, they brought metal saws. That's when we saw the production of the Selu Samoa. Sometimes referred to as the Selu Pau, because the timber they used is this. I went and bought it today from the market. It ole au ko'i la ke renga fa nga ile pau. Ma ole pau fo iwa maka nga mo su nga ka fo ile pau. This particular species of tree is very, very suited to making combs and to making axe handles. So I bought this axe handle today. As you can see the color scheme on this, it goes from a pale, very pale color to a dark. That's typical of the pau tree. On the other side, it's all one color. I have another one here that's also pau, but it's all dark. There's no light quality anywhere. So these woods were very, very good for making the comb and the axe because they have very high tensile strength. That means if you hit it accidentally and creates a crack, it won't, but it just creates a dent. It just sort of dents and the fibers sort of bend in, but they don't actually break apart. So that's why it's very, very good for making combs. But when I make my combs, I usually prefer to make them from teak, because teak also has a very high tensile strength. And so that means that it won't break as easily. Ele veke ngofi, ele isi ngofi kai pe oli filele. Filele manga foi di filele malo. Malo di filele fai le sego. Ai fai ngofi nga kae, fai ngofi nga veke, fai ngofi nga isi la au. Oli kiki. Malo si ar kiki foi la au fo ele se la au Samoa ngabua. Yeah. Olo fa lo lava.
Whawhetai lava Galumalemana, whawhetai lava. Before I open it up one more time to the gathering, I'd like to go back to a point that was raised by Tuifa Sina, that apparently Selu were also used by ali'i, and so to Sister and Galumalemana, how, I mean, obviously the Selu was mainly for tama'ita'i, but how often in the past have we seen the Selu being used by our ali'i, our ali'i? Are there records of it in books and pictures that we can see this actually happening?
Sister, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
La tali atu pei lava ona whai atu le teimi ua sola. Tatou talanoa o suenga. A te lena o whaalonga atu I le sunga I atu I whaasina. Nei te iwa o se sea. Sa sila iai. Sa ia matawina ia ni ali. O ai foi o whaonga le Selu I o la tau wao. A whai lai wha maoni ma lea saba ai tino iai. Ia o lea lai mau le. O lea tino ma mau mai le mau lea. E lea toi tau sa ili la iai tātou pe tau mate. O lea na wa ai tonu. O lea lai mau sa whaonga ina fo iai. e tamatane se vātu le afiafi nei. Le si mo te fia whaapopo atu. O tātou Samoa, tāne ma tama'ita'i, o le tātou te teu. O le mea moe. O se mea mātangofie. O la le upule. E mimita le Samoa. He flaunts the body. Flaunts it. Tu mai le te tau. O le artwork wa tā i le tino le Samoa. Pai o le mele o te mātauina, i o tātou tangata. Niata. Awa o whaalongo. Aleisa la e tamali ima, matana le selu. Ona o le mele, e o i pōne i tātu matua. E leise Samoa whaale tonu se teimie. E te teu wai. Le fia tele tātou o teu. We have a pride in all that we are. And we express that. So o tele tau mateina sa wha o ngā uma nei mea uma. I le teu. Ana sina o tua whai atu i le pei o na saunoa i atu I whaasina i le selu le atuinga. Ia, pentatu mai. E se whai ngā mea. Na o ni whai ngā mea tau whiololo, ia e whai le pale. Na o le pale, e le whai le lau wau. Ia lo le nā ua na o le fulu moa. Lolo wing, o mea e whaatatau. E whaatatau I le mea, ma le tūlanga, le la einga. Ao oloa I mea te tele. O tātou aialo le la wau. Tātou aialo le la wau. Lolo wingo Samoa e fuafua whaatatau o le ale. Pei ono whai atu nia. Te whiwhatu sa upu I le tamali tau. E winga la Selu, le tau mate. Whiana sa waina, sau mai I, sau mai whea. O leisi mea esel tau o le ngangana. Langa o le mori mau le ngangana. O te le selu atu. E mori mau le ngangana I le upu. O nono winga, tau mate tātou po whena sa wai po sa wai. O le eitu tono ngangana sa mo le upu. O te le selu atu. Ia le selu lea. O iaini mea o ponga I le ao po le a. Ia. Wha ngō fie. Yes, manga. Pai ole sila melo te whatuai. Lai wa maule le ngangana I Samoa.
La.
Le sau mai tua. Ia se se whapoponga atu le. Whaafetai tele.
Whaafetai, sister, whaafetai lava. Ruby, I'm not sure how much time we have. So for now, can I open it up for a few more questions to our gathering today?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you, Ruby. So yes, I'll open the floor again one more time to anyone who has any dying sort of questions or any other comments they would like to make. Just raise your hand and Ruby will unmute you. Yeah, Galumalemana has got something to say from Mole. Yes, Galumalemana.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what Sister just said in terms of men using the selu tuinga and the selu la'au. There was a period of time when the early missionaries and the Europeans who were recording their observations, they recorded that there was a period when the Samoans had long hair.
The men?
The men had long hair. And this is something that we should also factor in. The other idea that's recorded is that women tended to have short hair. They cut their hair short. And they used different kind of saps from trees as gel to make their hair stand up in certain directions. So I think, you know, the keunga laulu the thingi po tama'ita'i male tamari ali'i ia tau ai le Samoa male anganu Samoa male fatino ino le anganu. And I think this is a good point about the men having had long hair at some point. And there's also recordings of how in the presence of high chiefs, the men had to have their hair tied properly back or up. They couldn't have it hanging loose. So there are a whole lot of rituals and tapu around how the hair was worn and in what circumstances the hair could be out and left out.
Yeah, whawhetai Galumalemana. Look, I've just seen the chats, and there's a question raised by Marilyn. Would you like to respond to that question, Whamulmule Ruby? And actually read out what the question is, please. Sorry, I've just seen it now. Okay, so the question is... yeah, Ruby.
Marilyn on my screen, so I might just go ahead and ask her question. So her question is, how many Selu do we have in the collection in Auckland Museum? So we have 19 Selu in total in Auckland Museum, 19 Selu Samoa, so they could either be made of wood or of tuanu, but 19 in total, and there's about 9 that are currently on display in the Pacific galleries, and then the rest, 12, which is what the photos that we see right now, they are part of the 12 that are stored back of house.
Ruby, do we have any dates on how far back that these Selu that the museum houses are from?
Yeah, so I've got information on the 4 that were, I'll just kind of share screen so we can get a better idea of what we're talking about. So these are the 2 wooden Selu. Of the Selu tuanu, we have information on when they came into the museum. So for the Selu tuanu, 1954 and 1949. But for the Selu la'au, the one on the left, 12764, that came in around 1915. And then the one on the right came in 2002. Now I have an interesting fact about the one on the right, number 55990. It was gifted to the museum by Mr. Peter Gillen. Now, Mr. Peter Gillen is the grandson of Thomas Andrew, and Thomas Andrew is the photographer. He's the famed photographer that took all those beautiful black and white photos during, I want to say, the German Samoa time and a period after that. So Thomas Andrew is really famous for capturing those old images. Lots of images of young ladies wearing Selu, either Selu tuanu or Selu la'au. So this photographer, his grandson, Peter Gillen, is the one that gifted us the Selu on the right, number 55990.
Okay, whawhetai lava, Ruby. At this point, can I ask Galumalemana, please, if you can go back to that photo of Whamulmule, Ruby. Is there any particular thing about the designs of these Selu that you can tell us, Whamulmule, Galumalemana?
Well, one thing that stands out is there's a lot of symmetry in the patterns. They created symmetrical designs. So the half circles and the triangles are very typical in many Selu, and I have many examples of the combs that I've worked on over the years from different museums that use these same motifs. The interesting thing also to me, looking at the patterns, is that they've got this almost stamped out quality for the parts that are not cut out as silhouette. So if you look at the designs, you'll see a triangulated shape that goes up and down, and it's repeated for all of these patterns that appear on the wood. And so I suspect these were carved with a chisel, but I used a small, I did a similar thing here. I've done the chisel cutouts as well, but it's harder to see. I don't know if you can see this on the screen. But a lot of these patterns that appear on the comb like this half circle, it can be referred to as the Masina. It's the shape of the moon at the half moon. Then you've got the Fa'avai Tuli, the shape where you've got the three, the leg, like the stamp out from the leg of the footprint of a bird. And the Pava'ia'i is similar, but it's usually just two. So there are lots of different design elements that I said earlier can be found also in the siapo, the tapa, the Samoan siapo. And even sometimes you see these appearing through the tattoo, the Samoan tatau. But I take my hat off to these craftsmen because, you know, I know how difficult it is to make. I've made, probably I've made about 100 of these combs in the past 15 years. And they're very, very delicate to work. They require a fair bit of skill and knowledge of how the timber will behave and how to cut it so that you don't lose your comb at the end. And I've lost a lot of combs. The teeth are fragile. And that's why I think these tended to be more decorative than they were functional, especially the carved wooden combs.
Yeah. And so apart from yourself, are there many other carvers out there in Samoa that are still producing these selu?
Not that I know. The only people I know who are making selu are the people I've trained. So I've trained about 4 or 5 people over the last 15 years. And the Samoans are very quick at learning and very adept and skilled. And so, you know, but the love is Samoa so lenga my sister ila makanga. Ya leo ka ko su uma leo ko fia mana malam fa fenga fai ngai ko inga meta lima. Wa leo tatu no fo pongi sa ko su e ko amaka pe olela amaka mele amakanga. Fa fenga fai fa fe fo inga fa onga. O se fa te inga leo le mele o to ima pena sa no ai fo ise sita ta to ima. O Tony Brandt lenga kalango mel to ima. Le mse si ko fai to le mse si fo ko fa onga le to ima. Ano le tasi leo me fenga luenga taua pito sili fo ina taua. Ilanga nu uma fatino ino nga o langa nu uma le tele o me faitino Samoa o fale Samoa o vaa. Anga le ai le to ima. Anga le ai fo ile afa. Ya le mfaina le mfaika u ya le tele o me o le atu nu uma le anga nu o Samoa.
Yeah, whawhetai ngolman mana. We've probably got time for Ruby, one or two more questions before we hand it back to you to wrap up. Anyone got any burning questions or any comments they'd like to make?
Bronson, you had a question for us?
Yeah, Bronson.
Let me just find you and unmute Bronson.
Yeah, talofa Bronson.
Hi, thanks.
Oi, malo, lau sunga, ya sau noa mai.
Fia matu il sau noa ngale. Fionga ya sister. Vitolia e whaonga ina le Selu tuinga. And the comment I want to make on that is everything that, what's more knowledge that I have has only come from our, you know, tua'a in terms of our grandparents and stuff. And so my grandmother, her mother, sa avea ma sa o tama'ita'i I vayusu faleata o pulea sa moa I se amani sa avea ma to'oa o le alo Seiuli. And this was really the first time that I ever had come to have knowledge of what a Selu tuinga is and its existence. And she would say that o le Selu tuinga o se mesa whaonga I think in a way I aso whai pea I mea ale nuk se I vanga na wa whaini se mea fuele e au whanga potu ai le ala whanga whaato o mai leo le la wau po le tuinga e whaonga le awa le taupo po manaia. But, you know, because as we have that belief in Samoa e mamalu se whaatasinga, a oa whio ai se sa tama'ita'i po se tama'ita'i fo. So in that instance, any daily duties or gatherings that the village had where the tama'ita'i had to be present or the taupo had to be present, instead of the tuinga, they would use that selu in its place. So she still has that, it's kind of like a mini tiara. You think of it if you compare it to England, where they have the main crown, and then sort of at their normal functions, they have the smaller tiaras. O le vaenga lona lua lo e fia whaafesili lo fionga le alo ali ilo fionga ngal manmana. Po o ai lava lea sa patino i ai le whainga po le whawina o le Measina lea o le Selu. A tonu o lo iai le talanoa ngai Apia. E tofu lava le Measina ma le vaenga po le tangata e anga waa le whawina o le Measina lea. A tatou titilo i le malo le i tonga. Ia talitono o le anava lea au se papa. Whapena fo i le siapo. Ia whapena fo i mātou ia o lo tau o tufunga whautuinga pe o le fionga ia tui whaasisina. Ia o ai lai patino ia i lea maenga o tatou anga nu. Ia pe o le fesili nāma le nganga whaaloalo mana.
Whawhetai Brunson mo le Fesili, mana el Fesili. Just for the non-speaking people here, Brunson has put forward a very good question. And the question is to Galumalemana is, are there any families or any particular people that have been or have the job of producing these selu? And he likens this to other sort of traditional artworks like the tatau and the tuinga. There are tufunga or specialist families that produce these Measina, and so that is the question that's being asked to Galumalemana. Yeah, whamalmole Galumalemana, po la so manatu il Fesili o tuina mai whamalmole.
Mana el Fesili mana ia pe na tu mai le vai aso le te atu nei se o atali tununga o le tufunga Samoa, tufunga faufale, tufunga fauvaa, o le tufunga na te masani na whainga luenga whaongai la au o ngā la au o kusa o la tau ia o te loa sa ngafa male whainga o ngā luenga ia le me tau lima lea ngā o singa o Selu. Ma o te loa fōi ona o lo utali tununga fōi o Selu la au. E fōu, e le se mema yaso ana mua. O lono winga la, so sesi na va ai le Selu ma fia fai so nga Selu. Anga ia isanga wo, fai ia isanga wo si amangi, ia isanga masini po sanga mea whanga luenga o mea mwhaina tipia. Ia au te loa na fai ia whapena. So sesi a na fia masonga so ngai le mata upu ma fia mana malama le whainga ma fia fai. Ia sai fo ima le au kufunga o ke lo nga kau i ngā luenga le ma la ko fia fai ia fo. La ko fia whakeita ia le whainga o Selu. Mea ngā le ke le Selu Samoa, ke le fo i Selu le wa i whafo me i pale mata anga i whafo. I think that the Tufunga, who are already involved with working with wood, the Tufunga guilds, the house builders, the boat builders who have the skill to work with the native timbers, these people may well have been involved with the production of the combs. But because it's a post-European contact cultural product, I also believe that the people who had interest, who had friends with the fret saws or with the saws that they could use, it could have been anybody who ended up making the combs. Because the Samoan people have that spirit of inquiry, the inquisitiveness, and they can be very skilled. So I believe that we can't say there was a particular family or guild that was involved with, at least I don't think that would have applied, that was involved in making of the combs. It was more widespread and general than that. And there would be literally thousands of these combs in museums all over the world if you count up the number of combs. In Germany, in Europe, in England, in America, at the Salem Museum, in Peabody, Massachusetts. There's combs all over the world. And it would be really good to research more methodically have somebody go, not necessarily travel to these museums, but to get the museums to share with us their collections, not physically, but through photographs and dimensions and other information when it was collected. A lot of the earliest combs were collected by the whalers who were here in the 1830s even, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know if that answers the question, but that's my answer. Thank you.
Yeah, whawhetai Galumalemana. Any more questions, Ruby? Can you see any more before I wrap it up? I don't see any. Yeah, okay. Manatu wa tatu o mai si ui o tatu whamoe moe. Ai le I taapel tatu whamoe moe. Ia ole atu e tu atu se avanoa se tasi I loa fionga. Loa fionga Sister Vitolia whapea fo I loa fionga Galumalemana. Monai talawhai. Ona tapunia I loa tatu whamoe moe le so. Ia ma whalaulawa. Loa fionga Sister.
Ia malo whaaftaitele Seulupe. Ia le malu ia Ruby ma le tātou. Ainga wa. Whaiale nei awa noe whaasoa tuai. Nala ume muli ai. Ma te sa talanoa I fo ima. Ma le fionga ngā ia Galumalemana. Ona ia ilo manatu. Ma whai ona ave se le whaapea o Selu nei. It's colonially context. O teimi o teimi ngei ma se mea tatu. Ono whamoe tele I la umaulea. Ona langa e mua le Selu tuaniu. Angale ai le Selu tuaniu. O le mea na whau lava Samoa I mea I ona si o manga. E ma whaino whape atu. E moni la o mea iana mai whafu. Ai ma pei fo on saunua Galumalemana. Ona ua iai mea e whai ai ngaluenga. Le ua whai ai le mea le mau. O ma manua Samoa. O mea ia le mwhaina mai whafu. Ia male muli. Pei lava ole manatu au tu o to Kalame. Whai se oso. Ia. O le atato te tau mawhai e tu whaatasi se oso. Pangalea o tau tango fo I tātou. I lo tātou su e ma lo tātou sa ili. Ai mawalunga lo whaamoe moe. Wata tala le. Le wa amata o na wa I mai le ato. A le tui atua. O le wa au mai o na au mai fafu. O le oso. E tu mai a tātou malang o tupulanga. Au mai pe fafu. Au mai pe fafu. O le fau nei whaatasi a tātou le oso. Tātou tele I lopo la le mea watu. I tupulanga whai mai. A le wa amata. Le wa amata o na tu ututonu o ato. Ia se oso mo I latou. Ia sina whaasoa whaatau wa ele nei fiafi e momoni atua I le whaaftaitele. Ma le tatalo le atua. Tātou sa ili. Ma tātou. Wa vea tātou ma mea e toi la langa mai mea ua mou. Awane I mou. Ai tu watu I whanau o iluma. Whaawau e latou. Ma mai ngisi tala e leo ma whai o tātou o na whai taimili nei. Ma le whaaloalo. Whaamanuia le li ili nei a fiafi. Whaaftai.
Whawhetai le saunoa loa fionga Sister Vitolia. Ia loa fionga Galumalemana. Ia loa wanoa le nei mo nei upu whai. O na tapunia I loa tatu whamoe moe le so.
Whawhetai, mi tawa noa. O te fia whaopopo ma whaawau ia le whamatalanga lea lena a matantau mai I Sister o le mou. Le nganga songa sa ia I tangata yaso ana mua. Pei wa amata na mou foi. Pei wa leva foi na mou. Ia le nganga songa. Ia mana malamba I le siusilumanga. Ma le whaonganga le siusilumanga. Ia e le ngata I lea. Wa le pui ngā le siusilumanga. A mou me tau lima mea whaitino o le tatu wanganu. E mou foi ma le ngangana. O le la au le o le pau. O le mori mau le telo tangata whamai wa a mata foi na mou. le vai teimi lea na fai le ili lau papa I asau. Ia na tele na su ele la au lea whaatasi ma le la au ka o le asi manongi. Wa mauti noa fo I sai li linga ma le au su e la au Samoa. O levanga le koi maua le asi mangongi I Samoa. A o le asi mangongi e matautia le la au e se ma le e o le manai le mangongi o le la au. Sa wai ia le upu lea. O le fale lau wasi. O le maliu. O le upu whaaloalo lea o le maliu o le fale lau wasi. O le lau le asi. Ia o le ifilele fo. Pea si le sila mai le ifilele lea. Le ifilele wa maka fo inga mau. O kele nga kama whaangai ka le au whai kāngoa. E au noa ma se popo le nga mo le lumangai. E le atu na ngalu I le lumangai. Ma le mou aku lea la au. Ia o le whautuanga lea tele na o avea I le au ainga tufunga. Le ainga moe ma sa le malama I kua I sa napu le nga mako o kanua I ngei apangi. Ma ai le konga vau ma pui puia. Ma ai ia la au ia ka ua mo la ko ngaruenga. Wa a mou aku ia ngaruenga tau lima ma Paenga whai tino o le anga nuu o Samoa. Mou ma le si o manga. Koi mou ma le ngangana. Koi mou fo ima le anga nuu. Le whatino ina o le anga nuu. Ia o se mea la ngona I le whaanoa ngoa. Pe a whai e mou mali atu ai suianga I le unga mai whafo. Ma isi mea mou mai whafo ai. O le koi moua ia mea Samoa maoi. Ia o le tala whai atu mo le whaavanoa tu ina mai ama ua misista. Ma ua te whaari manatu atu I le vaiaso tāua ma le vaiaso whapitoa mo le ngangana Samoa. Tai atu ia te oe Seulupe, ia ma Rupi, ia ma tato malo whaatasi nei a fiafi.
Whawhetai lava I lau awhionga Galumalemana. Ia o te manatu nei tu la, I o le ato e ave, ia lo leo whatauwa e whai mafonga tau moli a le laumua le Auckland Museum, le mole atua il matua nganga whawhetai. I lua awhionga, lau awhionga Sister Vitolia, ia whapea fo I lau awhionga Galumalemana, mo le whaavnoina o lua taimi, e lua whaasoa mai le to whaama le whautautanga. Ia awa ia Measina e peo le tātou Selu. Ia o te whaamalu atu I lua whionga, ua le eise aurabo se āria o le laumua nei, e tau I atu ai le lua anga le lei, ma lua anga lofa, ana le mātou tatalo le tua manuia. Ia so na whaamanuia atu pe lua whionga, fwai atu pe le soifua manuia, ma soifua lau lei. Ia awa fo inga luenga ma tiute o lo whengai ma lua whionga. Ia se toi tala atu lea, e mula tuai le nganga whawhetai. Ia ai ola pere leo vai lau au nei. On behalf of the Auckland Museum, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to you, Sister Vitolia, and to you, Galumalemana, for making yourselves available. I know you're both very busy people, but making yourself available to share with us the deep wisdom and the knowledge around our treasures, our Measina, and especially the Selu today. We have been truly treated to also a gift from you both, and we pray that God may continue to bless you all both, to provide good health and good well-being, so that you continue to do the wonderful work that you both do. So on behalf of everyone here, as well as the museum, thank you very much. Again, also on behalf of the museum, I'd like to thank everyone who's here today for tuning in. And it's been a wonderful response. And we hope that you have received as much as we have received from the talanoa today. On that note, I'd like to hand it back to Ruby, the boss, who will finish us up tonight. Whawhetai.
Whawhetai lava, Seulupe. Let me just get to the slide. So malo lovely whaasoa. So yes, as Seulupe was saying, yeah. Thank you very much for Jello Lover from on behalf of my colleagues and I at Tāmaki Paenga Hira Auckland Museum. yeah, mole o atu whawhitei, molo still whaasoa. And last but not least, whawhitei te lava to everyone that's participating tonight. And also everyone that's worked behind the scenes to get this up and running. Thank you all. I did want to just show this last slide. You know, if you have any further questions, please contact us on pacificcall@aucklandmuseum.com. So feel free to send any questions our way, or even if you want to visit these Measina or any other Measina, yeah, you can reach us through that email. So we've now come to the conclusion of our program. And so just a second, I just need to get my mute button ready. Unmute button. So we have Lapana Soli. Lapana is a core member of his Tupulanga youth group in Christchurch. And thank you for joining us, Pana. And I now invite Lapana to close our program with a prayer.
Awesome, thank you. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we give you all honor and all glory for this opportunity. Thank you that we are able to come together from our homes, the comfort of our homes, to come together and just talk about our Measina and the amazing and the beauty of it, Lord. And so we just thank you. We continue to pray for our Measina as we bring light to it more, Lord. We thank you for our sister Vitolia and our Fionga Galumalemana for their works and their efforts behind this, Lord. So we just give you all honor and thanks, Lord. We just ask that you continue to bless us wherever we may be, Lord, as we go from here. That you just continue to bless us and look after us. In your precious name we pray. Amen.